everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel, Fairy Keely's Hobbies. We are here today for, I've never done this collab before, hashtag Stampin' Sunday, which is hosted by Thelma Hall and Paula at Craftin' by the Pond, and Stamp Play, which is hosted by Susan's Heartstrings. And I have seen many of Thelma's videos for this, and I thought I would go ahead and share the card that I had made for the director at my work. Missed her birthday, so I wanted to throw a card together, and I wanted to show you a lot of the stuff that I used. So first thing, I'll show you the card. I decided to do her name is Sue. So this is how I did the front of the envelope. I got the little birdie in the corner with the grass. And then I had seen a couple people do this with their envelope flaps. So I stamped the little turtle. And I did, I blended some ink on top of that. And I'll show you all the stuff that I used here in a minute. And then this is what the front of the card looks like. Little bird didn't come out that great. And I got a couple of smudges because, and I'll show you, one of my stamping spots is kind of wonky. This is the back of the card where I just stamped it with my stamp. And then on the inside, it says, "Happy belated birthday. Sorry I was slow." And then this says, "It's time to celebrate." Now I did this right here. I don't know how it got on the card. I had tried very hard to cover this piece of the card to keep it from getting messed up, and somehow this and these little dots and stuff ended up on there. So you know what, play with it, and just smudged blended in the green all over the top of the card, and then I added it down here, and then I did that with the blue. So that's and then I punched him out, I stamped him, colored him, and then punched him out, and then added the little bird. So now I'm going to show you all the stuff that I had used for this. I used this standard grip Crafter Square adhesive cutting mat. I believe it's comparable to used in the Cricut Joy, and I find it great for when you're stenciling. As you can see, I've already stenciled ACT cards. So you stick the card on here, stick your stencil over the top of it, and everything sticks and nothing moves around. I still do use washi tape to keep it down just in case, but so I use this, and this is my favorite stencil. This is from My Favorite Things, and Small Brick Wall is what it's called. There you go. Small Brick Wall. And I don't remember how much I paid for this. It wasn't very much at all. And I love it. I use this one a lot. So that's how I made the background. This is going to glare really bad. But this is turtle stamp, punch, excuse me, from Stampin' Up. It coordinates with, and I'll turn it that way so it's not shining you in the eye, this stamp set, which is called Turtle Friends. And it has "Happy Birthday, You're Turtly Loved," "Happy Belated Birthday, Sorry I Was Slow," "Forever Friends," and then it has the turtle, the two little baby turtles, one with the eye closed and one with the eye open. These are, I think, a little confetti. The shell, the little shell to go in the little guys, the bird, party hat, hearts, a little bow tie, and the grass. Now this grass and this bird I have used for numerous different cards. And I even use this "Happy Birthday" on several cards because the print is very nice. It's straight across. It's not very big, so you could put it at the top of a card and not have to worry about anything. And then, and by the way, this video is not sponsored by Stampin' Up. I am not a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I just purchased a lot of Stampin' Up products because I was introduced to card making and stamping through Lucia by going to a Stampin' Up demonstrator for club. So that's why I have a lot of stuff that's Stampin' Up. I can't afford their stuff anymore. So I do purchase things from other places now. A lot of the stuff that I have had in my stash for a significant amount of time. So these are the colors that I used. These are Stampin' Spots. They come in a paper pumpkin kit. I believe you can purchase a pack of 4 or 6 colors, which I had done that as well. But this one's Coastal Cabana. It's the blue color. And then this is the Stampin' Right pen that goes with it. Now, if you don't have an ink spot like this in a color that you like, but you have a Stampin' Right pen, you can use your Stampin' Right pen, this end, and over your stamp and stamp it that way. Because these are water-based pens, not alcohol, they could be used on the stamps. So it's a water-based dye ink pen. Then I used the Mossy Meadow, which got like really weird. So that's why my fingers are all green and stuff. It got like really weird. I was told to store them upside down. I am no longer going to store them upside down because I think because their pads are so small, I think that's why I started having issues with some of them. Like you can see on this one, it started to bleed through the paper a little bit. So yeah, and then this one's Pear Pizzazz, and then this one's Granny Apple Green. And I only used Granny Apple Green to blend with Coastal Cabana on the front of the card. And then here's the 2 Stampin' Right pens for the green, the Mossy Meadow, and the Pear Pizzazz. And then I also used Basic Gray for the bird on the inside and the eyes on the turtle. And then I wrote her name and the bird on the front of the envelope in Basic Gray. And then I propped the turtle up on these dimensionals. When I am out of these dimensionals, I'm probably going to have like a minor meltdown because these dimensionals are from Stampin' Up. We used to get them this size in every single paper pumpkin kit. Now they're only about like that big. And they're not the size of the dimensionals didn't change. The amount of dimensionals that we got changed. You know, shrinkflation, I guess. But these are the best dimensionals I have ever used. I've tried the Dollar Tree dimensionals. I've tried dimensionals that I got from Michael's. These are the best. I like these the best. And then I stamped my stamp on the back with Mento Tuxedo Black. I've had this for a very long time. This is when I first started Club with Lucia is when I bought this black. It's fade resistant. You can do, like once it dries, which it dries really fast, then you can do, you can color over it. You can alcohol color over it. And I think you can even do some watercolor over it, but I don't remember. So don't quote me on that one. And this red sticker has been on here ever since I bought it. This is my original one. I did purchase a reinker, which I don't know what I did with that. But I did purchase a reinker and I did refill it a little bit. I still have some, it doesn't really take a lot. But this lasts a significantly long amount of time. So I wanted to let you know this is my favorite black to use by far. And then I just put a piece of cardstock down here to, this punches out these little circles. As you can see right here. I do not know why. Unless it's for confetti. I have no idea why they have their eyeballs. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's their eyeball. Is that the right? That's probably what it is because it's the exact size. And then that would go on the inside. But You know, when you when you punch the little tiny dots, you're going to lose them. But anyway, this is what I had used this. I stamped this before, and it's always good because I know Thelma says if we have any tips to share tips, it's always good to stamp your image first on scrap paper or cardstock that you're going to use for something else. You know, like when you go to do this. Oh yeah, and by the way, I use these two fiber daubers. I've shown them before. Let's see. There's still a little bit of green on them because I haven't washed them yet. It's always good to pre-stamp because there are two sides of the paper unless you're just stamping directly on it. This is a note card, an envelope from Stampin' Up. They come in a pack of 20, I think. And these are the easiest way to make like a really quick, fun thank you card, birthday card, whatever. And I'll turn off my tablet. And if you stamp pre-stamp, then you'll see like I messed up on that one, and I even stamped the party hat too high. And then I pre-stamped this little bird just to make sure it came out okay because maybe I used too much ink when I used this to ink up the stamp. So always, my advice is to always pre-stamp. And if you're using the polymer, photopolymer stamps like these, which they need to be clean. Well, the bird and the hearts are stained, but the rest of them need to be clean. When you're using these, you don't need, when you're using photopolymer, you should have something underneath to cushion it a little bit. I use the piercing mat, which is not over here right now. Most of the time I'll use the piercing mat from Stampin' Up, but it's any kind of, decent size. I don't think I meant, there we go. Decent size, thick amount of foam. And it just gives it that extra cushion to where it kind of distributes the weight, I guess, to where it will make a clearer image when you stamp it. If you have red rubber or even block mounted stamps, you don't need to because they already have the cushion built into the stamp. So you have they're called clings or red rubber. So you got the red rubber and then you could see the little bit of, I'm going to snap this close. The little piece in between the rubber, and it just gives it just enough cushion to where you don't need to have anything underneath it. Some people use a magazine. Some people use like a little notepad. Some use, I've used silicone mat. I don't know if I have one right here. Oh, I do. This silicone mat was purchased for use with my, Big Shot, but my Big Shot is huge. My Big Shot holds an 11 by 8.5 inch piece of paper to cut, like it cuts a big amount. But this was like the silicone mat was like an extra shim. Can be used as an extra shim, but I also use it, as you can see, when I do. I've used it when I do my nails because it just peels just right off. Or any type of glue, stickles, anything like that, because it just peels right off. But you can also use this as cushion for your photopolymer stamp set. And a cutting mat too. So like maybe a cutting mat with the silicone mat over the top of it, that could work. Some even use a book, paperback book. But I don't know if you want to do anything to your paperback book. But anyway, the point is that I wanted to come on here and I wanted to share the card that I had made for to take to work for my director for her birthday. I think I did one for her last year, but I think it was more like a group card. I think everybody signed it. But her birthday is around the time of my anniversary, so a lot of times I miss the party that they have for her because I'm on PTO. But we had a party for her, and I just totally forgot about it. Nobody, my supervisor didn't send me a text saying, hey, you know, by the way, we're doing this and this on, so I was a little bit late, but that's okay. But I think it's cute. I think she'll like it. I kind of like, I'm not happy that that got messed up, but I don't want to do anything to make it any worse unless I can find like a butterfly sticker or something that I could, but with how big, with how the bird is, the butterfly, I don't want the butterfly to be too gargantuan. Um, you know, I might have one. Let's see if we have one in this little bit of stuff, because some of these butterflies are really small. See, because like that's just going to be too big. That's almost as big as the head of the... Oh, no, that was just the backside of another one. Hold on. This is a little tiny guy. Maybe that'll work. Because the smaller, the better. So, like, these bees are pretty decent size. And if the bee is as big as the bird, that's just kind of ridiculous. That's just not going to work. Because I could even put a cute little flower. I don't think a red one will work. Flower's too big, I think. This is my little... When you're doing twinchies and stuff, having these little tiny... Well, there's a little tiny flower right there. I could use that. Oh, there's a couple little tiny flowers down there. I don't know if I get it. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness for long fingernails. And I just trimmed them up too. So let's see. Probably this little butterfly is the only one that I'm seeing that's small enough to go on this card. But there is another... Another flower. So maybe I'll throw a couple flowers down along the bottom. That'll look nice. But yeah, I think this little flower right here is probably the smallest. Or not flower. Butterfly. So I could put that on there. And that'll cover up that oopsie. And that's that's another tip. If you make a mistake, there's no mistakes in crafting. It's just like a oops. So you could just go in, find a little tiny piece somewhere. Lucy could testify to this. She saves all the tiny little things and pieces that she cuts out as well. And if you make a mistake, you just take a little something and just stick it right on there. You know, maybe we'll do the red butterfly instead of the purple one. Yeah, maybe we'll do the red one instead of the purple one. But I think that's a small scene. Like, I don't think that elephant's going to work. So, elephants are supposed to be significantly bigger than... oh, I just dropped one. But yeah. You cut out these little pieces, hold on to them. Perfect for twinchies. Perfect for oopsies. That kind of thing. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, it's right there by my foot. Oh, it's a dragonfly. That's what I dropped. Oh, and I dropped a flower too. Oh, it was a bee. A bee and a flower. Alrighty, guys. I believe that's it that I have for you guys today. I'm going to take a little bit of glue and stick these little flowers on down here in with the grass. Maybe I'll put one or two on the inside. I didn't really grab too many. I don't have too many. And then I'll add this butterfly right there to cover up that smoogie. And it'll be all good. Actually, I kind of like it. Kind of breaks up the card a little bit. And then you add the little flowers down here. See, you add these couple little flowers. There. That'll be cute. Maybe we'll move this guy over here. And then put this one over here. Yeah, that's cute. That'll work. See, and you just covered up an oopsie. I better scooch them here. They're going to go flying as soon as I let go of this card. Thank you, Thelma, Paula, and Susan for hosting this fun collab. If you guys are interested in doing this collab, just make sure that you tag all three of the ladies at Thelma Hall, at Crafting by the Pond, at Susan Heartstrings, and then use the hashtag Stampin' Sunday and Stampin' Play. And if I said them wrong, I'm going to put them down in the description so that you guys can just like link right to them. So thank you, ladies, for hosting, and thank you, everybody, for coming on and watching the video and checking out the card that I made for the director at my work. Alrighty, thanks, guys. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.